Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy, I got one you'd really like.
All right. We could wait till we're on camera.
I don't think we should.
That one? Okay. Well, he said he took a bunch of, we were out of water, I know, 6 hours, 7 hours last time. He had to knock it down to like 45 minutes because of all the stuff I was doing.
He always does. Like
yeah, but I mean, he had to bleach out a bunch of my stuff.
Oh, good Lord, Dad.
Yep, that's where it's coming from. All right.
You all right?
Good Lord, you're about as wobbly as a 2-year-old learning how to walk.
Lost your sea legs there, hadn't you?
Well, this this ain't a 311 foot.
You mean his river legs?
Yeah, my river leg.
You want me to pop your seat for you?
No, I'm not gonna sit up here yet. I'm gonna move this over here. This is where I sat last time while we was running. I just sat here. I don't have to worry about my hat going somewhere. Morning. You got
We're gonna try.
You got room for a couple more, maybe?
You can have this. I'm going on.
Was it slow?
Yeah. Because I'm fast fishing now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to catch the fish, not race them. You don't need it to be fast.
No.
I caught 5.
Oh, really?
All right. Not too bad. A lot of these guys, even if you see he's got that little creek boat with the electric motor. There's a lot of people that do that, and there's also a lot of people with these smaller boats even with a motor on them. They won't go more than, you know, a few miles down the river and fish, if even, you know.
Yeah.
They'll fill up the tank on their boat and they'll go fishing 5 times on that. And that's the reason why you have to go so far down to catch anything decent. Right here, and I don't know that many people fish this much because it's so far from everywhere. But I haven't fished it in 4 or 5 years that I can remember. So I thought today might be a good day. I want to go in Moore's Creek too. We'll hit that one on the way back by.
Still not getting it far.
Look, that gone gar right there. Look at him, you see him?
No. I'll catch him.
Look. You see him, Uncle Tommy?
Yep.
He's a big one too, man. That guy's got to weigh at least 10 pounds.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he probably gonna break your stuff. That's why I don't want to catch him.
I mean, we got a net.
They probably break the line.
If he breaks your pole, you ain't gonna do any good. You have a net.
You're right there in front of the boat. You probably could have swiped him with a net.
You hung up?
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. Fish just jumped out of water there.
I hung up on a lily pad.
Is it coming?
Yeah, it was a lily pad. I threw it into the lily pads and it got hung up on one and it didn't want to let go.
I was making sure you were able to retrieve
Yeah,
it.
I was. I got it.
I don't know if you saw it, but a fish like 20 yards ahead of us jumped out of the water.
There was one that jumped behind us.
Right there. Still jumping out of the water.
Yeah, we're headed over there. I'm trying to fish the edges of these lily pads. They're definitely not going to be out in the open with a gar like that riding around here.
Let's see if I can actually get it over there.
You might. I have to see what size beetle spin you got. That might be why it's kind of not flying very far. Come on, baby, get out of there.
Good. Just got it.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
No,
You just smacked his butt.
scared me.
That's it. I smacked him right in the butt. Right in the butt.
I was the other day when me and Johnny were out here, had my beetle spin hung, and it was on a stick about that big around, and I was moving it. It was coming to me. So I reached down there and the beetle spin just went around it one time. Well, I unhooked the beetle spin, and when I did, the log sank and it pulled the line. It still was just under it, just under the log. And it yanked that beetle spin right into my finger and I had to tear it out.
Yeah, I was start crying.
There ought to be
Gosh,
something right here around this tree.
I cannot give it the
Me
power it
and
needs.
me and Mikey must have pissed you off a lot last time we fished.
Wow.
Because we were both hung a lot at the same time. He'd be hung back here and I'd be hung up yonder.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you get hung at the same time, that's different. But I mean, like if somebody's hung and the boat's over there trying to get them out and then you get hung again, it just complicates the hell
Oh,
out
here
of
we
it.
go.
There we go, right there.
All right.
Blackfish. Get him in. I need to reel it up a little more.
Yeah, I should have. Oh, black and yellow.
He's the blackfish of the family.
Let's see if. Well, there goes my hook.
You bend it? Yeah, we can bend it out. Just get him on the boat.
Hold up. My hook takes priority.
No, I got pliers. You ain't got to do that. Stick it in your finger. There's another bobber over there.
Oh, that's Owen 1-0 with the trees and forests and the fish. All right, you're back in shape.
Let me see that. Yeah, you're all right with that.
I'll put you back as soon as you stop throwing a hissy fit. See, Uncle Tommy, here in this family, we really like to be gentle with our fish release. Backflip.
That's it.
He took off.
If I'm ever caught by y'all, I want you to throw me back.
No, I just say that so I can
Wow,
jump
you're
into
way
a
good
backflip.
enough.
That was funny too, because as soon as he hit the water, he took off.
You're gonna need to fish around that tree right there, bud. I'm trying to get you over there.
Yeah, when I caught that blackfish, I saw the beetle spin coming up, and then he just came out of nowhere and snagged it. Blackfish are pretty cool. They're like the crackheads of this river.
Yeah, yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with a cool crackhead,
A
but
lot of people kill them, but I mean, they're just a fish trying to be a fish, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They do have blackfish tournament down here. I think it's a few weeks before our tournament, or might be a few weeks after. I think they keep all of them out of it. I mean,
I think Uncle Tommy might have the right idea for this area because it is incredibly shallow.
well, we're going around this pole. It gets a little deeper over here.
Yeah, look at that
Yeah.
trolling motor. Burn up a bunch right there. Just slide it.
Take the pill.
Yep.
Usually when people say the pill, they mean birth control.
No, it ain't birth control.
Like around them trees and stuff right there.
You know how how it's a stereotype that people from like New York and New Jersey are usually like aggressive and rude and angry a lot.
The f you talking about? We ain't f***ing angry. You little slip fitter f***ing son of a North Carolina State f***ing student.
This got a bite right here. But
Awesome. So I think because they live in the city, all they see is advertisements and stone and metal. They lived out here in the country where they get to see plants, nature, all that jazz. Probably be a lot more mild-mannered. Also because you kind of got to have a rough demeanor to get through a city like that. Especially as bad
I got
as
something, buddy.
do you?
Yeah, a little brim you got off. All it was.
Take note of that. We're gonna have to switch.
You might not.
I picked him up. I'm fishing the shore behind us.
There's little minnows right there.
Ain't gonna be there for much longer after we get out of there.
Tide is on its way out.
Yeah, it's almost getting ready to be. It's about ready to be slack though.
That's insane though. It's even lower than it was before. It's like a solid.
Yep.
Oh, it falls about 4 feet out here.
You can see the watermark on the tree.
Yeah.
And you see where it is now. So you got a good 3.5, 4 feet.
See, that's what happened to my boat when Brian got off of it that night and left the motor down.
Yep.
It sat right down in the mud. I pulled it up close to the tree because it was the weekend after Thanksgiving. We were just tired of deer hunting and wanted to do something different, so we come catfishing. And he had his little boy and one of his buddies with him.
Yeah.
And I didn't want them to accidentally step in the water because the water temperature was like 50 degrees. So I just put it up close and tied it up close where they wouldn't get wet. And when the tide come in, when the tide went out, there was enough of a mud flat there that my motor went right down in the mud, and when it come back in, the water just filled the boat up. These seats right here floated down the river, and then the tide, one of them kept going with the tide and wound up in the little slough down there, and then the other one was down the river where the tide was going out. It was headed to Wilmington when we found it.
Damn. If you step off onto that little muddy bank, you will probably sink up to your chest.
Yeah, Chris Tingley did that one time. We brought him down this way.
Yeah.
We were back there. Matter of fact, we were back there where we camped, where Brian sunk my boat, and we hadn't had any rain in a while, and the river was low. So when the tide went out, it was real low. Well, Roscoe jumped out of the boat and was trying to get back in it. Chris was like, "I'll just get out in the water and help him." Well, it was like this much water, and it was mud up to Chris's chest like that.
Yeah, I bet you Raleigh would love this.
He'd be scared to death.
It's a good sized one. Blackfish?
Yeah. Yep. Just get him in the boat. That's all we need. He's going back up. He's going to thrash in about 3. Thank you. Solid 4-pounder right there.
I don't know if he'd go 4.
Yeah, probably not. You're not gonna be able to step in.
That button lock up with you again?
Sorry about it.
Show it to the camera.
Oh.
So everybody will know you caught one.
I caught 3.
Not that close. Back it up. There you go.
Sorry about it again.
Oh, that's a good one too. On the grasshopper.
Looks like Will Dance is singing Careless Whisper today.
See if his buddy's over there. I don't see any fish on the fish finder at, there might be one or two down there. And one just broke up there.
heavy fish.
Yeah, he's probably 0.6 or something like that, over half a pound.
Did you hear the thud? It said, "Okadoosh."
Yeah, I saw the fish. She's probably about 0.6, 0.65, somewhere in there.
Oh, I probably got stuck in the water.
I should have brought my towel, my fishing towel.
I used to have one on this boat. It hung right there, but just from riding up and down the road, it unraveled it.
Go wet. It's just not like my soul rod, you know what I'm saying?
Did you try the red one?
Nope. Because I didn't feel like re-rigging it up.
What's it rigged with?
It's got a bobber.
I went to the lake with Chris one time, Uncle Tommy. And he had this old canoe from like the 50s or 60s. It was aluminum and it had one of them old weird, like sunburst paint jobs on it.
Yeah.
And I was in the front of it. Well, it was so sketchy, like you could not move your foot at all. I mean, you just had to sit still like this. And when you're trying to paddle, you had to perfectly like balance while you were paddling. It ain't like these new ones that have a real wide flat bottom on them. And we were riding through that little canal going out to the main lake. And there was an alligator slide right there. And you could see his tail track and his footprints and everything. Chris was like, man, look at that, where that alligator slide is. He's like, man, I bet he's staying back up in there like that. And I just turned my head to look, and we dumped that canoe right in front of that alligator slide. Well, we got it up. It sank to the bottom, but it was only 5 feet deep right there. We just had our heads out of the water. We got it up and got back in it and went out in the lake.
It's a fire. That might be a really big bass.
It is a bass. How about that?
Oh, that's a good size one. He's old.
Old Tommy got his first bass.
Of this trip.
This trip, yeah.
He's got some battle scars on him too.
I'm just get me some sunglasses that have bifocals. I'm serious.
That's what Tiffany's got.
Hey.
Hold him up in front of the camera so YouTube will know that you caught. There you go.
There it is. I can't get him off my finger now. Got it caught up in his gills.
You're choking him.
Yes, I am.
Good grief.
You got something?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I don't know what that is, a blackfish or a big bass.
You want me to get the net?
Yeah. You're going to have to.
Tommy, come down. All right.
No, it's just a huge bluegill.
Is it?
Yeah, I got him. Right here, look at there.
Yeah, you do.
Well, you can get him in the
my
boat
goodness.
then.
Look at that freaking monster right there, cuz.
Yes, sir.
Hey, take my picture so Tiffany won't get mad at me. He's a good one. I mean, that's what we're used to catching. I'm gonna say he's 0.8.
1, 2, and 3.
Like the tackle box. That's awesome.
Did the fish fall in the tackle box?
Yeah, Tiff did that one time last year.
That's hilarious.
Matter of fact, it was that big one she caught. She dropped it right. Stop! You're gonna get hooked, and you and me both. 0.78.
Wow.
He's not even big as the one that Tiff and Papa caught last year. He's good fish though.
Yep.
Good fish.
Good fish. All right. Took off.
Cole's record stands. I mean, technically you could say you've caught more fish, but mine was bigger, so.
What are you talking about? I easily had like a 3-pound blackfish.
Yeah, maybe a pound and a half.
Even then, still
Yeah.
the biggest.
Still bigger, yeah. And that bass I just put back, it was at least a 5-pounder.
Yeah.
Well, if you give it a curve for the species,
And then you round up because of R squared.
then mine was like
A
6
squared
pounds.
plus B squared equals C squared.
It hooked onto that log and I bumped it.
Oh,
And it
I
fell.
might have caught him. I almost caught him again.
Yeah, no, that wasn't him.
Imagine I pull him up. Let's see how funny that
It hooked in the end of that log and I bumped it and it fell in the water and that's where I caught it. Right off the end of that log.
This is the biggest branch today in the boat.
Wow.
Biggest branch in the boat.
In the boat. It don't count if it ain't in the effing boat.
You're absolutely right. It doesn't. I did grab a stick off a tree though.
That's grabbing. This is different. This was wrapped, hooked, and landed.
Hello.
Got you one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That is a freaking huge warmouth.
I felt him nibble at it and I stopped because I think this was the one. Because he nibbled at it for a second and I stopped and then he went for it.
There's normally another one over there if you catch one. Where was he? By that lid?
Yeah, just in front of it. Oh, that makes 4. I don't know if the camera's on. Here you go.
It's on. Yep, you can lip him. He's big enough to lip.
He is.
You got to hold it
Like and subscribe.
yeah. That's a huge warmouth.
That was pretty big.
Those 2 fish right there would have made dinner for one person. Well, what started it was Mikey caught a bass and he said the bass was like 3.5 pounds.
Wasn't any close to.
Yeah, it was like a 1.5 pound bass like that one that you caught a while ago.
Yep. It's wrapped around there pretty good.
It's 25 feet deep in this curve.
All right, back up because it's gonna fling when I snap it.
So he couldn't let he couldn't stand the fact I had the biggest stick.
Still probably bigger.
You are a damn. I mean, you got all the fish. You could have left the stick alone. You weren't in charge of that, but no.
Look, I'll be honest. I
Fucking
think your stick was
selfish
bigger.
little prick. Okay.
Hey,
He
blame
had to
me.
get the biggest stick too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, you know what they say about that place where he goes to school, don't you?
NC State,
Yeah. The only good pack is a 6-pack.
only good packs, a 6-pack.
Yes, sir. In tar heels, they talk about tar heels, you know, tar on your heels. Well, I'd rather have tar on my heels than shoes. Cow on my shoes.
Well, I'll be honest with
Okay,
you.
I'm done.
You want to try my rod?
Oh, I got another one sitting there.
Yeah, he bought. Well, you bought 2 or 3, didn't you?
I bought 2. I brought 2.
Does it?
What I'm going to do when I get home?
Caught so many fish. It should smell like a stick or a tree limb. That was a big stump.
Yes, it was.
That darn dog distracted us.
Yeah. Well, it's under the water. I didn't see it. We didn't hit it on the way in. The only reason why I was,
We hit something on the way in, remember?
well, the only reason why I was going as fast as I was just then is because I had been here. You know.
Oh, wow, that was. I'm glad we weren't going fast on that because that would have
Yeah.
been one was.
If we'd have hit that running about 30, that would have hurt.
Trust me when I say it. That's why I had my hand on
Hey, that's what happened to me too.
bastard.
You're just saying you take four pills a day for blood pressure.
No, I take the same pill 4 times a day. The same as far as the name of the pill and the what of the pill. But I also take 3 other pills for blood pressure in addition to that one.
Really?
I take them 1 time a day.
I bet that thing looks real cool when a fish actually grabs it.
Oh, it does.
What I like to do is throw it right up against the stump.
Yeah.
Let it fall in
But I'm
the water.
gonna let you fish all this over here before we go.
I mean, you just get it to drop right on the stump and just let it stop like that. And every time I've had a fish hit it, it's like almost as soon as you move it. When you get out here, it's not.
He's gonna have a new stick record.
A new stick
Made
record.
of plastic and silicone.
Yeah.
But
Not a steak record.
No,
a new stick record.
With the boat moving, you know, because the boat's moving,
Yeah.
and you're reeling it at the same time, and then because typically when I'm pulling this in, I can tell when I hit something with it.
I was fully expecting you to say that.
Oh, he got him. He got him.
No, I didn't.
Uncle Tommy.
No, I didn't. I had too much slack in the line. I let it sit there too long before I pulled the slack out of the line. I never did get him.
Well, if he's hungry, you know, black and yellow beetle spins will probably do for him.
I cannot believe you missed that fish.
No, I mean I did. I mean I just let the line sit there like this.
Uh huh.
And when he hit, I had too much slack. I
Yeah.
couldn't set it.
I mean, if he hit it hard enough, he should have set it for you.
That's my new name. Tommy, watch me miss this fish fork.
Tommy, not in the boat fork.
Is that your gamer tag?
Yeah.
You know they have
I took
Tommy, not in the boat, Rourke.
I'm in the boat. Just no fish. No fish in the boat, Rourke.
no fish in the boat. No fish in the boat at all.
He
Fish are
said,
not
Tommy,
allowed.
not in the boat, Rourke.
I told you what I did. Did I tell you what I did on my LinkedIn account?
Mm-mm.
I changed my occupation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you got him that time?
Oh,
Yeah, we got him this time.
Blackfish. He's the blackfish of the family. Might
Get him in the
need
boat.
the net.
I think we might need a net that is trying to come out of it.
Hey, that's the biggest fish of the day.
Hold on, I gotta
Do something with it.
Yeah. There you go. I got him.
You got him?
Yeah. This thing's really aggravating to put back correctly.
Yeah, he swallowed the fish all the way down in there. Do me a favor.
Yes,
Put
sir.
that back.
Huh?
When you get that back, open up my tackle box there
Uh-huh.
and give me one of the gloves out of there, preferably the left-hand glove. Flip up the tray. That's the righty.
Yep. I had to look at it for a second.
All right.
Look at that. 3 fish and biggest of the day. I mean, I still got.
Well, I mean, like I said, if we're grading like on like the size of your fish per species, I mean, I gotta say mine's obviously the biggest.
I'm down there, Michael.
Here it goes with this f***ing math again. Is your name Ross Perot or something? All right, we got it out.
He said, according to the line.
You did catch one on. Oh, that's a good shot of him there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did catch one on the hula popper.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Is that yours?
No.
What is it?
It looks like one of them toys they toss them.
Those things usually sink.
Yeah.
See, I'm just breaking. See, you get my.
See if
shit
one of
ready
y'all
to go
can
in the
grab
car.
it.
No open hooks.
See if one of y'all can grab it.
When you get your close enough, I will.
I'll hold you by the belt so you don't fall in.
Or
No,
somebody
no.
lost it off their
No,
boat.
it's one of those water squirty things. You pump the grenade.
It is. Just throw it in the boat.
It's just trash sitting there.
Yeah, it's trash. Uncle Tommy
That's why they
squirted.
threw it away.
He squirted.
It squirts backwards.
Oh, you just squirted at somebody, the person you're. You point it towards yourself and squirt the person in front of you.
No. You know which way to go with that.
Yeah, I wasn't giving you. I was gonna say I wasn't giving you a hard time about your catches.
And I did.
Look, you got yourself.
The fucking seal on the back, as I
Yeah.
put it, just got me.
You squirted all over yourself, Uncle Tommy. Just
I've done it before.
admit it.